All right, we are live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Letitia Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. Dink! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, YouTube? Hey, y'all. What's going on? So, you guys, we have tons to talk about, so I'm just going to dive deep right into it. What we're going to be discussing today is we have a full moon coming up tomorrow at the time you're watching this video, which will be November 15th, depending on where you're at in the world. I also will be talking about how Saturn is now out of retrograde, going direct in the sign of Pisces. Okay, and also we do have a major aspect playing out with the sun is opposing Uranus, which is also in the sign of Taurus. So I'm going to talk about all these deets. Also, if you know your rising sign, I will give you your little personal snippet on what energy to watch out for and how to utilize this energy to your advantage since it is a full moon. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the charts. All right, guys, let's do this. So let me see here what we've got going on. Hold on, pull this out. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. So let's do that. Let's go there. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. I really want to talk about this Saturn and Pisces energy. Oh my God. Saturn has been rocking house. We all know Saturn is a planet of just like working really hard. It's a planet of discipline. It's a planet of getting shit together, structure, building safety, support, stability for yourself. Okay. I have the charts pulled up here. I'm going to actually pull up the exact timing of the full moon because the full moon will be 24 degrees in the sign of Taurus. At the same token, the sun is 24 degrees, okay? And also to see exact aspects while Uranus is at 25 degrees and Uranus is retrograde as well, you guys, too, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about Saturn being direct, okay? Now, when you think about this, when Saturn in Pisces is going direct under this energy of the full moon, we all know full moons are here to look at your garden, right? Look at your garden and see the seeds that you've planted. I say this every time. And it's kind of like, did anything grow or is anything dead? Did anything sprout? So you kind of want to really peep game on that. It's really, really important. Okay. So for the most part, I would say now, since we are in Scorpio season, it's really like the cosmos saying, all right, no more hiding from the deep stuff. Let's kind of figure this out, okay? It's really time to dig in. It's really time to get real. It's really time to grow up a little bit. Put your grown woman panties on, okay? And, you know, grown man long johns. So this energy could be really, it could feel like your subconscious right now is calling you out on your shit, okay? Especially around those parts of yourself that may have been dormant or those parts of yourself that you have been avoiding for so long, okay? So here's kind of the rundown on what to expect while Saturn is going direct at the same token, okay, on the same day. So I would say it'll feel like an emotional roller coaster. Okay? Remember, Pisces is water energy. It's an emotional sign. So you might be, you know, feeling like you're in like a tug of war, pretty much between wanting to escape or wanting to numb out. Thanks, Pisces. Because that's literally the feeling, okay? And then you have Saturn over here, which is giving you that reality check, right? So having that reality check and then being in the sign of Pisces really makes all of us want to grab a vice or something to numb this out, not feel anything, not go through anything. You might not want to talk. You might not want to go to work. You might not want to have a deep conversation. You might not want to just deal with any type of trauma or any negative energy, period, right? You want to try and be positive as much as possible, but it's very difficult. It could be feeling very heavy. Some of you guys may feel this energy already because it's literally the day before this is going to happen for this shift. You can feel emotionally drained as well, especially if you're dealing with duties, responsibilities, and obligations, okay? And you may want to avoid facing any type of truth, okay? I'm gonna raise my hand on that one because I'm telling you, this video will take you home, okay? You will feel this at home. Some of you, most of you, in some form or fashion. We all will feel tested in all of our ships that we're sailing. Situation ship, side piece ship, whatever ship you got going on, okay? This Taurus full moon literally is shining the light on stability, support, safety, things that you value. Okay, remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus, second house. So your self-worth, right? It's causing you to really look at all of these things. It's really highlighting when you're not honoring yourself. Okay. It's also highlighting where maybe someone else isn't giving you the respect that you may deserve or the recognition, okay, after putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something, whether this is at home, work, wherever, doing something for a friend, however it may look in your life right now during this time. So that's the energy, okay? Also, too, if there's some type of shaky ship that you're sailing in your life right now, Saturn in mixing with this full moon in Taurus energy, it's gonna pull it up. It's like pull up. It's literally at your front door, okay? Giving you a close inspection of really what's playing out, what's happening, how did it happen, when did it happen, because we're in Scorpio season. So it's kind of like having that magnifying glass on top of that, okay? So there will be a little bit of pressure. I'm not even gonna cap to you. I'm trying to be 1,000 with y'all right now, okay? It's gonna be pressure to reassess, okay? Reassess, like I said, full moon, it's like at all the seeds you planted, look at your garden and to reassess, kind of reflect a little bit on your path, on your actions, your behaviors. What have you been doing? Did you water the grass, you know what I'm saying, in your garden? Did you really take care of it? Did you take off the dead leaves, Did you talk to it? So during Scorpio season, this is why it's prominent, because it's during the most transformational season ever. So, and with Saturn in Pisces finally going direct, it's literally adding that nice little layer of, are you serious about this? Are you serious about that? Do you want to do this? Are you really in it? Like 1,000%. So it's like the universe saying, if you're going to go for your dreams, if you want to be that entrepreneur, if you want to build that business, or if you want to go get that job, or if you want to go get that house or that car, are you really all in? Are you really serious about that? Because remember, Saturn is a planet of structure, discipline, building, support, safety, security. So expect to feel a little bit of heat, okay? A little bit of heat. And I would just say, make sure your goals are very clear during this time, okay? So let's kind of talk about what to watch out for. Hey, buddy. Let's kind of talk about what to watch out for, you guys. Like I said, with the Saturn going direct in Pisces, you probably have already been feeling this. It's been there for a long time, but it was retrograde. So now that it's direct, emotional overload, like I said, leading you to go towards your escape tactics. What are your typical escape tactics? Well, I'm pretty sure those have been on your mind possibly as well. And because it's kind of like, damn, I don't want to deal with these emotions. I don't want to do this, So it's kind of like finding some way. So I would say on deck, on hand, make sure you have a journal or a list of things that that are your go-tos. What do you do in the midst of having a situation arise where you feel uncomfortable, where you feel down and out? It's going to be like, bam, when you see red, grab that book or look in your notes in your phone, wherever you have it, or off the top of your head what to do. What do you do? Where do you go? It's kind of like that emergency flip. Okay, the fight or flight mode. because you might get tempted into escapism. Thanks, Pisces. So, like overindulging, procrastinating, taking forever to want to do something that you know you need to do. Okay. So, be aware and recognize, are you running from your own growth? Okay. This energy really wants you to face your feelings and step away from now hiding from this. When Saturn was retrograding in Pisces, this is where you were supposed to go inward and really do the work internally for yourself. That way, when it goes direct, you'll be able to handle this energy. If you watch my channel, you know I told you that. Okay. Also, too, mixing with the full moon in Taurus, right? Financial security is going to be a concern. I know there's a lot of global matters right now. This just so happens that this time during this season, during you know what. So the Taurus full moon can definitely have us all really looking at, where are the cracks at in my foundation? Like I said, it's kind of looking at your garden and saying, what plants did not grow? What is dying? What's dead? Like, okay, so where are the cracks at? Now, Taurus, like it's ruling the second house of money and values, and things of that nature. So, of course, it's going to have you looking at money. It's going to have you looking at stability. It's going to have you looking at the basics that you typically rely on a daily basis. I'm sure many of you are looking at these things. Give me a thumbs up if you are. I mean, this is resonating right now. It's literally feels like a major wake up call about, where are your finances? What are you putting your time and energy into right now as far as opportunities on how to get the bag? Okay, that's really what's happening right now. It's pushing you to really make smarter moves with where you're spending your money, how you're spending your money. Are you spending your money on something that's worth really spending your money? Like you can see it, you use it. You know, it's not just something that you just, oh, let me toss like a rack on dinner tonight, knowing damn well you have shit at home you got to take care of first that probably add up to a whole rack. So things like that, right? um I'm not here to scare anything or fear monger, but these are things, when you feel secure, you're confident, right? You can go here, go there, you have options, right? And so this is just pushing you to make those smarter moves and cut back on certain things, like make those necessary steps. So don't be surprised if you feel like tightening up your budget. You might be balancing your checkbooks, looking, I know I bought me a bill book. I was like, let me go back to this shit because this really helped me. Bought a bill book, writing all the bills down, how much they are, when they're due, all the shenanigans, right? So if you're thinking of tightening up your budget, rethinking long-term plans, what is the big picture for you? Okay. What is your big picture goal? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's happening? What are you striving for right now? What are you trying to reach? What are you trying to gain? Okay. So it's causing you to really face your own patterns as well. Do you have a good pattern of spending, saving, making sure you're, whatever that may be for you, whatever that may look like. So, with it being in Scorpio season, with Saturn direct, it's kind of like, okay, with these aspects that are playing out here, because Scorpio, like I said, is going to be 24 degrees exactly, just like the moon's going to be 24 degrees. So, it's forcing you to really look at the messiest parts of yourself. Okay. I'm trying to be real gentle with this, you guys. Patterns that you probably have repeated in past relationships. It's causing you to look at your own work ethic. It's causing you to see, what is your own self-talk. Okay. And it's going to ask yourself, you're going to end up asking yourself, why do I keep doing this? Clearly, if something's not working, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But there may be some things that you may need to work on. Okay. It's uncomfortable as hell, but it's damn sure necessary for your growth, and it's got to happen, period. So it's really balancing out the sensitivity with those boundaries. Okay, Saturn in Pisces is very sensitive, emotional placement. It's like, the two fish. It's like, where's Nemo, right? So when it's going direct, you may feel a little bit more raw. You may feel a little bit more open than usual, vulnerable. Um, you know, this is where boundaries come in, right? So it's very crucial to really honor your limits at this time. Don't allow other people to drain you, and try not to drain your own energy. Um, don't try and carry everyone else's baggage either. That's a theme. Okay. So here's how to kind of work with this energy. That way you guys know. I would definitely say ground yourself, right? What are the ways that help you to stay grounded? What do you do to ground yourself? Because, honey, baby, you're going to need it. Okay. You need ways to ground yourself. It may be hard to get there and to take that first step, but you probably know what you need to do to ground yourself and what helps you. So I would say do more of that. And with the Taurus full moon, Taurus is very simple. Taurus is very black and white. They're so simple. It's either this or it's that. So just make it easy for yourself, whether it's spending time in nature, whether it's cooking yourself a nice meal, whether it's taking yourself on a date, whether it's doing a facial, um, whether it's just sitting down in bed and doing nothing, whether it's looking outside your window, whatever that may be for you. This is what's going to help balance that Scorpio intensity that's playing out as well. I'm telling you, Scorpio season is very intense, okay? Also, on the scale of this is really going to cause you to really get real about your commitments. Write down a list of things that you are currently committed to, and write down the things that you want to commit to. Remember, it takes 21 days to gain a habit, 21 days to lose one. Okay? So Saturn isn't here to play games. If you take a look back, go back to your Saturn return. Go back, it's probably like between like mid 20s, somewhere around there, okay? This is where, boom, like shit hit the fan. Many changes, okay? Now, we're all here. We all signed this contract. Like, watch that movie Soul. We literally just like said, okay, I can do that. And like literally jumped down here on Earth, signed a contract, and we just totally forgot everything, right? And we're really here to master our Saturn rings, literally. Okay. So use this time, I would say, to make a realistic plan for yourself. Not sitting there saying, hey, I want to make $1 million tomorrow. Yeah. Like make realistic goals that you feel in your heart, mind, body, and soul that are obtainable. Okay. Because yeah, that Pisces energy can have you feeling a little delusional. But I always say it's good to live or think delusionally, meaning that's how you do your affirmations, you know? So especially on your personal journey, on your healing journey, it's going to be definitely important. Be willing to put the work in for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself, okay? And this will cause you to make a very lasting change, which is awesome. I would also recommend practice self-care, and do it with no guilt, right? For me, I'm a moon in Aries, to give you an example. I always feel like I have to be doing something productive. I literally just talked about this earlier with my boyfriend. I always feel like I have to be doing something productive. So you have to know that rest is a part of the journey. It took me years to be okay with just sitting there, with just laying there, with taking my time, sitting in my robe after a shower and just laying there doing absolutely nothing. So practice self-care with no guilt, because Scorpio season isn't always kind. So this energy could leave you feeling a little bit heavy. Um, you know, Lean into some good rituals, make some routines for yourself. If you want to start incorporating something good to do as far as self-care, put it in your calendar. Put it in. I have everything in my Google Calendar. I literally wish, I'm on my phone right now recording, but I literally wish I can show you my Google Calendar. It's like I have something going on every single day. throughout the whole entire day, because I'm reminding myself, meditate, drink water, journal, morning and night, all of these things, because we can get so wrapped up in life that time just goes by so fast. Okay. So whatever works for you, I would say. Your peace is priceless, and your time and energy is also priceless, and you can't get that shit back. Okay? So, moving on. Pretty much, you guys, as like a quick overview of Saturn going direct in the sign of Pisces, you know, um, like I said, this is going to be at the 24th degree for the moon as far as that goes, 25th degree for Uranus, and also Uranus is retrograding. Um, Saturn in Pisces is 12 degrees. Saturn in Pisces 12 degrees. I'm about to go into Uranus right now. That's why I brought it up. Saturn is 12 degrees, okay? So in short, Saturn direct in Pisces while the full moon is happening in the sign of Taurus, while you also have Scorpio season. It's not here to sugarcoat shit, pretty much. It's literally like a cosmic wake up call to face the messy shit and to get serious about your healing. Um, make some real goddamn changes for yourself instead of always talking about it and constantly talking about it. It's time for you to take action and do them, okay? Wherever that may be needed for you. And I have to say, you have to embrace how uncomfortable this energy could feel, but it's setting you up for success. It's setting you up for something way more than you could possibly imagine. It's setting you up for something solid down the line. Okay. And we're going to talk about how it may not feel like it in this moment, but with the sun, we're going to talk about this, sun opposing Uranus. If you don't know what opposing means, you guys, it's definitely, here's my water, challenges that you could possibly be facing. Okay, when something's opposing something is a challenge. But I always say there's a dark and a light to everything. There's an up and a down to everything, right? There's duality within everything, period. So let's look at this. So the sun will be opposing Uranus. It'll be the first degree because it's going to be here for a couple days after the full moon tomorrow. So I would definitely say it's kind of like giving you a double shot of wake the hell up, period. Remember, you guys, I always say Uranus is unpredictable. It does shit out of the blue, out of the box, out of the norm. Okay, it's unexpected. And so it's just this electrifying feeling that happens. It's kind of like, how do I say it? Like that feeling of like sitting on a fault line and all of a sudden knowing something big is about to rumble and boom, there's an earthquake. It's literally like that feeling. So it's just typically, I would say, this is going to be all about change for you. It's a rebellious kind of an energy because we're also in Scorpio season, period. Okay. Disruption could occur because looking at, we do also have Pluto ending its days in Capricorn for the last time. So, and then looking at how Uranus and the full moon is sitting in the sign of Taurus, and remember, Taurus rules stability, money, comfort, anything and everything that is solid and valuable to you. Okay, anything that you want to hold on to, whether this is a person, place, or thing. So just imagine all of the ways you're clinging to what feels safe, right? And familiar, right? You're holding on to that. This is safe. This is my safe zone. This feels familiar to me. And then here goes Uranus, sun opposing Uranus. On the other end, like, nah, we flipping the script on that. Nah, that ain't gonna go down like that. Nope, that ain't happening like that. How you thought it was gonna happen. Nope, that's Uranus energy coming in. So there's that itch. We're all gonna have that itch to feel like we need to break free from something or someone that has been weighing us down, however this is playing out in your life. Okay, person, place, or thing. Whether you're ready or not. Okay, so this full moon is definitely going to bring something to the surface. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. But on the flip side, you guys, on the flip side, let's kind of talk about, since the sun is in Scorpio at 24 degrees, it's that deep dive energy I've been discussing. If you didn't watch the Scorpio video, go watch it. I would say Scorpio doesn't play when it comes to uncovering some hidden shit. Secrets revealed, truth revealed. You will get your shit mollywopped, like expose. Let's call it that. You will get exposed. So that's why I always say stay transparent, be truthful, talk about it, say what's on your mind, do it now. Because if you're hiding something and you're holding it in, or you're biting your tongue and you're not saying it, it's gonna come out in a fashion that's not favorable for either party, or it's going to come out when you least expect it, or it's going to be revealed without you even having to reveal it. And that's just deep right there in that whole sentence. Okay, many people have spiritual counsels. You have a spiritual counsel, I have a spiritual counsel. So if there's something playing out, that goes against you, in a sense, that's towards you, that other person might catch some kind of wrath based on your spiritual counsel, because you're protected, you're highly protected. Okay, so this energy right now is going to really make you face it's like looking at the man in the mirror. It's going to make you face your shadow self. Okay, the unfavorable things that you think of yourself, it's going to make you face that. It's going to make you uncover what you've been hiding. It's going to just force you to dig into that emotional baggage type of an energy, you guys. Secrets could come out. I got to say it, whether you've been keeping them from yourself or other people. So take that Taurus energy, because Taurus is an earth energy. So it's all about grounding, right? It's all about security, support, safety, stability. Okay. So, and then Scorpio wants the true, real deal, Holyfield type of an information coming out, even if it means tearing things apart. So if you put all of that together, what do we get? What do we get for 500? What do we get, Bob? Some real uncomfortable aha moments. It's like, oh shit. Okay. Especially around, in places in your life right now where things are stagnant or they feel a little bit stuck. They feel like routine-y. Relationships. Okay. Habits that typically, what's up, TJ? Thanks for tuning in. Nice to see you. Oh, finally I have someone commenting. It's been a while. Or habits that don't truly serve you right now. Okay. So this energy will really feel like that kind of a friend. You guys have that kind of friend that just shakes you out of whatever bullshit you're in. Like, nah, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you to, like, nope, you're tripping. Nope, don't do that. It's kind of that friend that's shaking you for dear life, like, stop dreaming and come back down from the clouds onto the ground to reality. It's kind of that energy. And it's reminding you of what's going on. Okay. So how might this show up for you? How might this show up, you guys? Relationships that feel stagnant might suddenly hit a breaking point. Some people may make up, some people may break up. Okay. Financial surprises. You might have some financial surprises in your bank account. This could be really good too. If you have some Taurus placements, or you are a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, this is great. Okay. And also too, if your Taurus house is being rocked right now, this is kind of a really good thing as far as money, so know your rising sign. Okay. Unexpected expenses, though, could also arise because Uranus is there. But also you'll have maybe some new opportunities, right? New opportunities will probably force you to really rethink how you handle your money. Okay. You might feel restless. You might feel the urge to really do something major or out of character, because that's the Uranus energy. Don't be shocked if you really find yourself wanting to make a radical change. Okay? So, how do we handle this? How do we handle this, Tisha? I don't know what to do. Oh my God, what's happening? So, the full moon energy, some of you guys already feel this full moon energy. I would just say it's really here to help you break out of your shell. It's here to help you break out of anything fake. It's here to help you break out of anything forced, and lean into the uncomfortable energy, um, instead of running from it. Okay, so really ask yourself, are you holding on to things out of fear, or are you holding on to something because it's actually good for you? Person, place, or thing. Okay, so Uranus wants to shake things up, so don't resist the shift. Use this to your advantage. If something gets rattled up, you guys, it's probably overdue for change. Like, it's probably like, okay, I need to really like change this because nothing's working. It hasn't been working, and it's just all your results have been negative or bad or caused something, cause like a negative domino effect, or somehow there's something within you that needs some change. And Uranus is going to show that for you, no matter what it is. How is it playing out in your life right now? What is something that you keep doing over and over and over, and like, it's just, you hear about it constantly, it's annoying, it's something about you that you just need to work on. There's something there. Okay, so really embrace this chaos, you guys, and let it guide you to what's real. Okay, use this energy to really start creating the life that you see yourself living, that's truly aligned with who you're becoming now at this time. So let's dive into full moon in Taurus. Okay, so with full moon in Taurus energy, when this moon lights up, also the moon, I know probably you guys already seen it, but it's not full yet, but it looks like it, and it's going to appear a lot closer than normal. Okay, it's going to be shining on a specific house for you and in your chart, depending on your rising sign. Okay, so this isn't just any full moon vibe, okay, because Saturn is now direct in Pisces, and that has a whole lot to do with it. I feel like it's either, this energy is either going to really level you up, right? If you've been working on yourself, or you're just going to feel a little bit of pressure, because depending on where Taurus lands, and because Taurus rules love, money, value, things you value, people, places, and things. So here's a real talk guide on how to really use this energy. This is how it's going to play out for each rising sign, you guys. Plus, I'm going to give you some real raw advice on how to work with it, and also maybe the possible mess you kind of might face if you ignore working with this energy. Okay, so let's kind of dive in real quick, and then we may pull some cards. Aries rising. Aries rising, this is going to be in your Taurus house, second house. So this is really like about your money and your self-worth, things of that nature. Okay. So this Taurus full moon is hitting your finances. Okay, it's shedding the light on your self-worth. It's shedding light on what you may be realizing. Is your money flowing, or is it slipping out? Okay, is it going fast? And then you have Saturn in direct. If you haven't been treating your income with respect, or you haven't been caring about it, you can get a little bit of a stinger there, okay, because it's in your second house. So how do you ride this wave? I would say budget. Get real about budgeting. Know where your money's going out. What are you dishing your money out to? Set some new financial goals, realistic ones that are achievable for you during this time, especially if you have shared resources with anybody as well. Because instead of stressing out, just really find value in what you already have, okay? Walking in gratitude for what you already have, and then build from where you're at. Because you're never going to be ready. I literally seen a quote today from Grant Cardone. I reposted on my Facebook. I was like, he's like, you're never going to be ready. Everyone always says, when I'm ready, or when I'm done with this. Number one, healing is a lifetime. We're always going to be healing. right? There's no like ending or stopping to anything. It's like when you're done or when you're, no, just start where you're at. If you start where you're at, you're going to start to see your magi working for you, not against you. Okay. So I would just say, just ask yourself questions. Am I spending in the line with who I am? Am I spending within my budget? You know, simple questions like that. Am I focused on, you know, putting time and energy into what I want to become? Um, you know, just I would say a little self-respect in the money department goes a long way. If you keep ignoring your worth, or if you keep ignoring creating a budget for yourself, you're just like, oh, I've only spent $10 here and $20 there, and then watch, it just all adds up. Think about it. If you go to Starbucks every single day, that is literally, i call it I call it $10, because $5 for coffee, $5 for something to eat. If you spend $10 every single day for 30 days, really think about that, versus buying your own goddamn coffee, making it at home, and making your own breakfast at home. It could be way cheaper, right? Also, it's probably better for you. No one likes Starbucks. So, Saturn's going to make you feel it a little pinch. Taurus rising. We all know this is going to be in your first house of self, okay? Your image. So you're definitely going to get a reality check. This full moon is all about you, okay? So if you've been finding yourself definitely just hiding parts of you that you typically don't like everyone to see, um, slipping on self-care, well, this full moon is going to like highlight you need to be taking care of yourself, period. It's time to get a little selfish, I would call it. Say no, you know, sometimes here and there. It's time to really own who you are. And also with Saturn direct in Pisces, putting that pressure to cut the facade, cut the fakeness, bye bye representative. It's really get comfortable with your true self, how you look, how you feel, how you act, everything. Okay. So to ride this wave, all you got to do is show up. Show up for yourself authentically. Be you, even if it's messy, even if you say to yourself, I ain't perfect, but you're honest. You're honest, you are transparent, you know, you're showing up. You have space for self-love, and you present yourself in a way to where people will want to be around you at work, your friendships, things of that nature. So if you keep playing small, okay, and stay in your comfort zone, this will not work out for you. Saturn will definitely push you to do some inner work. Okay. Moving on. Gemini rising. Gemini rising, this is definitely happening in your 12th house. So this is where lots of secrets can come out, honey, during Scorpio season. Okay. Subconscious energy, you guys. The full moon is definitely, it's gonna really, let's see here. I would say it's definitely gonna really kind of shine light on stuff that you've been hiding, okay, from yourself or other people, consciously, unconsciously. You know, do you have skeletons in your closet? Do you have past issues that are not resolved? Do you have, you know, shadow work? Really, just shadow work. Saturn direct is really making sure you don't ignore this stuff anymore. Do the work. Mommy issues, daddy issues, whatever it may be. Do the work, okay? So, how do you ride the wave? I would definitely, instead of pushing things down or sweeping things under the rug or saying I'll do it later or I ain't got time for this, I would definitely get into some therapy, have somebody help you. You know, meditation could also bring you some surprising clarity, because remember, Uranus is the opposing Uranus energy we have going on. Unexpected shit can happen, okay? So if you avoid facing your past, or you're not resting or giving yourself some alone time or self-care, any of these things, you might get hella drained. You might feel like you're just struggling, and you might just bubble up and burst out on somebody that doesn't even deserve it. So it's calling for you to have closure for yourself. Okay. Cancer rising. Cancer rising, this is going to be in your 7th house of, oh wait, no, 11th house. Tripping. It's gonna be your 11th house. So this is social groups, your soul group, whatever you want to call it, community, your goals, right? So I would say you're going to get a reality check in your social life. Some of you guys want to put your phone on D&D. You probably don't want to talk to anybody. Um, or you might be checking on who you're talking with or who you're giving your time and energy to. You're going to see it as a privilege, okay? So your big dreams, you know, you're going to look at where do you belong? So these areas are going to be in the spotlight for you, okay? I would say Saturn's definitely going to ask you, are you around the right people? Are you the smartest person in the room? Are you learning people from the people that you're around? You know, are your goals, are they grounded into reality right now during this time? So, how do you ride this wave? Well, I would say this would be a good time for you to connect with people that truly get you, that know your spark, that know something. So don't be afraid to be what's the word, pampered, right? Don't be afraid to just allow people to be a vessel to show you some love, to help you out, um, you know, to hype you up a little bit. Also review your own personal goals, review your goals, do something that means something to you. And if you're hanging with people that don't vibe with what you got going on, how the hell are you gonna grow? So Saturn's definitely gonna make connections either feel empty or draining. Who's adding to your life and who's not? Period. Okay. Next, Leo rising. So Leo rising, I would definitely say, with this being in the house of career, your 10th house, your public image, boom, full moon. Where's it at? Where you going? What you finna do? How's the job going? Career, reputation, front and center. So if you've been half-assing on your goals to make, you know, some extra funds to get a house, a car, or whatever that may be, if something's unclear, you don't know where the hell you're headed, Saturn is definitely going to turn up the heat as far as in that department for you. It's going to be, you might leave a job, get a new one, you know? I'm telling you, unexpected shit. Let's say you hate your job right now, you end up talking to somebody, you know, whether it's at work or at the grocery store. So I'm like, yeah, man, you know what? I got this gig going on. I got a job. You know, I got something going on for you. The whole time, it's this much a year. You're like, wait, what? That's that unexpected energy that could roll in too. You never know. When one door closes, another one might open for you. So I would say get serious about what you want to do professionally, whether it's a promotion, whether it's switching fields, whether it's going from a job to entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship to a job, whatever that may look like for you. Maybe you want to be a leader or at your job or something like that. Okay. Just take ownership in your path right now during this time. And if you ignore this, you just definitely might end up feeling stuck. You might feel overlooked. You might feel unlucky, like, oh man, I ain't gonna make no money. Um, you might start looking at yourself. You know how people go on social media and they see, oh my God, they're traveling, they're doing this and doing that. You're going to be comparing, Cassie, okay? You're going to be comparing. You're going to feel like you can't get ahead. Everybody else is living their best life but you. So, yeah, don't get caught in those vibes. Virgo rising. So, Virgo rising, this is definitely happening in your 9th house. So, this is a Sag house. So, it's going to be travel, your belief system, morals, values, beliefs, and also some type of like intellectual higher learning. Okay. So for you, I would definitely say this Taurus full moon is definitely going to be sparking some deep, 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 deep. Just kidding. Deep questions about your beliefs, education. Are you learning anything? What's happening? Are you growing as a person right now during this time? Saturn energy is going to definitely push you to really explore some shit, go travel, go try it. It's kind of like that person says, I don't like sushi. Well, have you tried it? No, never tried it. Well, now you're going to actually try it, okay? Um, so Saturn's going to push you to really explore some shit, maybe commit to some new things. But I bet you it's actually going to be things that actually truly resonate with you, okay? So how do you really ride this? Well, take some time to study, take some time to expand your mind. You know, plan a trip that you've been putting off for so damn long. Really take a trip. If you're stuck in a routine, um, you know, that feels limiting, then that's not going to feel good. So Saturn's going to make you feel like you're suffocating. So I would definitely step out of your comfort zone, and because growing wants you to show up. What's wrong, buddy? Come here. What are we on? Libra rising. Where my Libra rising's at? Come on, chocolate. Come here. Come here, buddy. Are you playing with? Nope. Go around. Oh shit. I'm on the other side. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Coco's got his raincoat on. So cute. Come here. Up. Come here, buddy. You want to say hi to the people? On this side. Come here. Come here, buddy. Say hi. I know, we're going soon after this. So Libra rising, this is definitely going to be in your 8th house of intimacy, shared resources. So definitely I would say while Taurus is here, it's definitely going to bring up, you know, how are you sharing, like, let's say you live with someone and you guys are sharing like paying bills or something like that. So, you know, it's going to highlight that for you. Like, is that working out or not? Any deep connections that you may have as well, since this is a Scorpio house. And also it's going to cause you to be very emotionally vulnerable. Okay. Saturn definitely is going to be like, use that Saturn energy. It's going to force you to really like kind of clean up any loose ends around those areas, especially if it comes to intimacy or any debts that you may have as well. Okay. So I would say take a clear look at your finances. Is that person paying bills on time, or do you catch yourself paying a little bit more or paying their half all the time? You know, if that's something like a scenario for you. Your commitments in your relationships right now. Are you guys intimate? Are you not? What's happening? So if you're in a deep connection, make sure whatever it is that you're doing, make sure it's all for the right reasons, you guys. Okay. And if you avoid these talks, then Saturn's going to give you a little bit of energy to where you're going to have trust issues. You might even have some money drama, and you don't want that. So face whatever's going on, even if it's awkward, period. Okay. Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising, this is definitely going to be in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, situationship, side piece ship, real love ship, marriage ship, business partnership, whatever ship, but typically your actual close-knit relationships. Okay. So with this full moon playing out here, I would say this is all going to be about your closest connections right now during this time. Okay. And then having that Saturn going direct in Pisces, it's going to add a little bit more seriousness to your love life, okay, or partnerships. So you may need to clarify, what do you want? And then you also may need to set some boundaries, period, okay? Because I would say to use this to your advantage and to ride this wave, you definitely want to be upfront about what you need. If there's a certain ship that you're sailing right now that's not aligning with where you're trying to go in life, it needs to go out the door. If there's a certain ship in your life right now that's not aligning with who you're becoming, let's say you have some friends or people in high places, wherever, their life is still here. It's the same. Not that it's bad, but they're the same. And it's like, this is your old version of you, and you're just elevating and trying to go up. If you're hanging around the same people, what's going to happen to you? You're going to stay the same, do the same shit, and it's just going to trickle down from there. But if you want to elevate, here comes Saturn, okay? So it's definitely time for some real talk with yourself to see who you're hanging around. Does that align with your new version of you? Okay. And Saturn is definitely going to make that painfully clear. Painfully clear. Some people are going to be just very blunt with you, maybe up front, maybe asking you for something. It's just like think of any person that's coming to your life right now, low key like a test. It's like saying, hey, what about this person? Okay. How do you feel about that? Are they in or are they out? Hey, what about this person? So you might get some visits from old people, or even new people coming in or people coming back, whatever that is, or people that you have currently right now. Also, they're going to get checked too to test you. So honor yourself, make moves accordingly, period, and go through the motions with someone. You may go through the motions with someone or multiple people. You may have already experienced this energy. Sag rising. Sag rising. So this is definitely happening in your 6th house of health, daily routine, daily work. So I would say with this Taurus full moon energy, it's here to highlight your habits, your work environment, things of that nature. How well are you taking care of yourself? Because this is a Virgo house. It's all about health. So Saturn really wants you to commit to any routines that are healthy for you during this time as well. Okay. Routines that actually support you too. Okay. So I would say to ride this, make sure you just don't really brush off the small stuff. I would make sure you have a consistent routine going on for yourself. That way you can keep your peace of mind. Because let me tell you, mental health right now is real. Real deal, Holyfield. Okay. So look at your diet, look at your work habits, even your sleep. What are your sleep habits? Are you getting enough sleep? So if you ignore your body needs, or you're half-assing, half committed to something, then it's just not really going to typically work out, because Saturn is going to let you feel it. So stress, burnout, ailments. Okay, so handle it before it handles you is what I like to say. Okay. Next we have Cap Rising. You guys, I'm gonna do timestamps too after the video, that way you guys can refer back to them. Cap Rising, this is happening in your 5th house of creativity, joy, romance. Okay, so I would say this full moon is definitely going to be calling you to get really serious about pleasure. Also, any hobbies that you may have as well. And then I also say how you express yourself. So you got Saturn over here. Saturn's energy is like, if this doesn't add any depth or value, then why am I still doing it? Okay, so that's really what you're going to be asking. So I would say definitely the other token of that, how to ride this, is really reconnect with what truly works for you. Reconnect with what brings you happiness. Reconnect with what brings you joy. This could be how you express yourself, creative expression. What lights you up? And just really commit to it fully. Okay. If you've been wasting your time on shallow distractions, people, things of that nature, Saturn is going to make it painfully obvious, and it may leave you feeling empty. Okay. Aquarius rising. So Aquarius rising is happening in your 4th house. This is your house of home and family and foundations. So I would definitely say that Taurus moon is going to highlight your home life. This is definitely going to highlight your family roots. This is definitely going to highlight your sanctuary in all areas, even your emotional foundations within here. Home could be inner home as well. Okay. So Saturn is definitely going to want you to get honest about what home, really means to you. So I would definitely say make peace with where you come from, make peace with who you are and where you're at right now during this time. And also, I would say find some ways to really create a loving, warm, cozy environment for yourself as well, because if you have some unresolved family dynamics that are playing out in your house, honey, Saturn will bring the tension, and the big elephant will be standing in the middle of the living room in front of the TV watching the football game. So real growth is definitely going to happen when you start building your foundation that truly supports you. Pisces rising. So Pisces rising, this is definitely going to happen in your 3rd house. It's going to be in your 3rd house of communication. I need some water. And this Taurus moon is definitely going to bring attention to how you think, how you speak, how you communicate with people around you. Saturn in your sign, right, also wants you to take full responsibility of your words, your actions, your thoughts, your ideas, your self-talk, things of that nature, okay? So I would say to really ride this wave, I would definitely be in the energy of speaking your truth, but do it very thoughtfully. Um, do it with grace, do it with integrity, okay? Journal, talk things out, talk to yourself. Shit. You never know when you talk to yourself what can really happen. You know, things might get taken care of for you when you do that. Um, I would say just pay attention to the messages that are being put out there. Also, too, if you avoid any type of communication issues, or you keep skimming over details of things, then Saturn's going to let you feel misunderstood, unheard, disconnected, because it's mercurial energy. So honor your voice and also honor your words and say what's on your mind, period. Okay, so quick overview, you guys, of full moon energy here playing out while Saturn is direct with also the sun opposing Uranus and Taurus. I would definitely say that this is definitely setting the tone as far as a realignment, okay, an adjustment, of responsibility, of, you know, things that you value, and whatever house is lighting up for you, period. Okay, so embrace it as a chance to change, a chance to want something better for yourself, a chance to really create something real, whether it's by yourself or with your loved ones. You know, because if you keep resisting the work of Saturn, it's going to force you or push you when you're not ready. It's going to feel extra intense. So I would say ride this current, you guys, and make these shifts happen. And you're going to feel so much more grounded. You're going to feel so much better when you've gone through this. And it's going to feel really good when you're doing something that really aligns with what you're doing right now. You're going to feel very happy that you're doing it. You'll want to wake up every day and be excited and want to just get shit done. Okay. So let's kind of pull some cards. Let's do a collective spread, you guys, for the full moon. I'm going to use my deck here, and also I will do some oracles as well. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see what we got going on. So I'm going to use my deck. It's on my website, vixenafterdark.com. I should use the smaller version, but where is it? Yeah, let's see that. Because these cards are huge. Literally, my cards are like the size of my face. So we'll use the smaller version. Okay, what do we got cooking here? Full moon in Taurus, Saturn direct. For the collective energy, what is the message that we need to hear? What is it that we need to hear? Very muy interesante. Okay. Of course we have, during a full moon reading, we have the moon card that pops up here. So remember, this is the mother energy. This is, you know, this is Cancer's house right here. Like the moon, you know, Cancer's energy is born out of the moon. So I would say with this moon energy playing out, you know, this is like law of attraction. There could be, during Scorpio season, secrets could be revealed. We've talked about this already. This is definitely just confirming. Finding out the truth about something could be playing out as well. Some hidden truth. Something could be coming to the light, okay, with this moon energy here. Some people may feel confused. Some people may feel guided. There could be the removal of some expectations playing out as well. Okay, so there could be some cycles, new cycles. You could be feeling like you're going in circles with certain things. So some phases, some patterns could play out as well when the moon energy comes out, you guys. So just keep that in mind. Fear, anxiety, illusions could also be a theme too. Okay. Next, we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel as if here, pretty much for the most part, when all of these things come out, I feel like when you're truthful, or when you're honest, or when things are just straight to the forefront, this is why Wheel of Fortune can come out. Some really grand things can happen, and it can be that unexpected energy that we have playing out with the sun opposing Uranus. Okay, you may not see everything, you may not see the golden pot at the end of the rainbow, but honey baby, let me tell you, abundance, things could be definitely looking up, especially depending on where this Taurus energy is playing out for you. This could feel really, really good, you guys, okay? Things can be turning for the positive. Let's say you accepted who you are, and you're going to make this major shift before Saturn does it for you, and you're just going to go forward, start where you're at, and then boom, all these great things could be happening. You could be manifesting a fortune here, okay? Or something or someone is coming. Like, it can feel like good luck, but you have to remember you did put in the work, time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears into something. So major change. Okay, this is like your call for to be living in your path. Okay, what is like definitely destined for you. Okay. So new beginnings. I would say we have the Ace of Wands here, and that's like the green light. That's green light means go. Go after it. Go for it. Go. Just do it. Take action. Okay. Extend an olive branch to somebody. You may receive an offer, a new beginning. Okay. Aces bring new beginnings, you guys. So something that you put your, you planted the seed, you watered the grass, and now your garden is looking really good. So it feels as if something is coming here. Something is materializing in your world. This can even be something creative. A lot of fire, a lot of something that you're passionate about, something that you just waited for is going to come, is what I feel here, because you've taken the action steps that you needed to take. Okay. It's like a rush of energy. You could feel very inspired during this time. Okay. During this full moon. I just feel a lot of passion, dishing out passion, love to a person, place, or thing. However, with that unexpected Uranus energy, we do have here the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there could be some type of unbalanced energy playing out, or you can see where life is unbalanced for you, which can cause you to overthink and overanalyze and procrastinate, which I said earlier. Okay, very passive aggressive type of an energy. Okay, but you do have the King of Swords that came out as well, you guys. So we could feel like we're very focused, because I should say we could appear standoffish, because you could be very focused on your goals that are at hand with this King of Swords energy. So you can come across as being very cold, but you could be just so focused on a new outcome of a situation, like having a solution to something. Okay, very blunt, but you're in your power though. Like, you have your power, but you're just blunt. You're playing no games. Like, that's that Saturn energy pushing through. You don't care what other people think. You're just gonna do it. You're gonna execute. You know, this could also mean like communication could be coming towards you. Someone could want to say something new. You might hear something. Even you might give somebody something that they need to hear. This is, but you're using a wise, calculated, you're using good judgment, I would call it, with the King of Swords energy. King of Swords energy is like the mediator. You could be a mediator, you could be a guide, a teacher, um, at some point too, it's air energy, so you might feel misunderstood at some points as well, or detached, okay? Or you might just be doing things in a very logical way. Okay, now that Saturn's finally direct in the sign of Pisces, and then we have this grounded energy, all this Taurus energy, that could be a theme too. So when that happens, you have the Four of Cups in reverse here next after that. You could maybe not feel as talkative because you're trying to get shit done. It's like you're thinking about it in your head and you're trying to take the action steps. It's like you do not want to have any distractions because you want to utilize the little bit of energy you got to maybe achieve something or accomplish something. You could be very unresponsive at times as well. You could be looking elsewhere or outside of yourself for answers when you should know you should always go inward. But with all of this crazy chaotic energy, you could be outsourcing. Okay, you could be feeling emotionally uncomfortable as well with this Four of Cups in reverse. Some people might feel a little bit stagnant. So if you're feeling the stagnancy, remember I said flip that over. um, you could just feel unmotivated or reluctant to do something because you're over analyzing, or it could be in your head. Okay. So you might just crave or need a little bit more satisfaction in a certain area of your life. And with that Five of Wands right after it, there could be a little bit of confusion. What do you want? Is this what you want? Is this where you want to go? Is this who you want to be with? Is this the job that you really want to pursue? Whatever those questions may be. So there could be some chaos or fighting energy playing out, but it's for the better. There's some change that's going to come, and that's going to occur. Okay. I call it, there could be a little bit of healthy competition around the corner as well. Okay. But there, with this energy playing out, there could be some arguments. There could be, some disagreements, or it's just simply just not knowing something, right? Just not knowing something. This could also cause for possibly some indecisive energy, or some agenda that could be pushing out. Okay. And you're battling, like you're just battling for a reward of some sort. Okay. Five of Wands is low-key kind of ego driven, but hey. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pull some oracles. Let's see what the oracles have to say. I don't even think I ate dinner. Oh my God. That's a message for the collective. Ooh, so first card came out with happiness. Honey, okay? I'm telling you guys, like, you guys know I always want to just let you guys know and provide you with all this information that we can, be set up for success. So if those of here, tons of happiness. You can be so happy and thriving based off of you putting in the effort, putting in the work, really just doing it for you, whatever that may be. And I feel as if here it's just, the sun is going to shine. We do have the sun and the moon 24 degrees at the same exact time, both at 24 degrees. But I feel as if here it's kind of like let your inner child play, just be creative, be spontaneous, think outside the box, do things that you normally don't do anymore. Now you want to bring it back if it was something that was really good. Okay, just do what makes you happy. And when you do that, then in turn, the reflection that you're going to receive is happy people or happy situations or circumstances that are going to be coming your way. Okay. We also have be flexible. We have flexibility here. So I would definitely say when things get a little rough, when you're going through the tunnel, there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? But you have to have the strength. You have to have the courage, you know, resilience. Okay. So I feel as if here, through all of these things, you definitely, you have the strength to do it. Sometimes we do feel a little bit weak when we're vulnerable, but sometimes it's okay to have that good cry. It's okay to admit you don't know something, or you don't know how to do something, or you're unsure of something. Just educate yourself or learn a new skill set, gain a new perspective. Okay. So be flexible and be open minded is going to be the name of the game. And then we also have forgiveness. Okay. So forgive yourself. Maybe forgive yourself for the things that you've said to yourself, done to yourself or other people. Forgive. You can, I always say, you can always forgive, and it sucks that we just can never forget. But as long as you forgive, that means you're operating out of a higher frequency, which equals love. Okay, so those are your messages, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, click the bell, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Peace.